I came to you for Abel. I came to you for the inherited tear. I came to you for a doorway. Tonight I come to you for a city. For a city that wrote letters, hundreds of them, bags of them, caravans of them, riding out of Kufa toward Mecca, with the dust of the road on their seals and the ink still wet on their promises. Come to us, the letters said. We have no imam, we have no guide. Come to us, O son of the messenger. Come to us, and we will stand beside you. Come, and we will not let you down. My brothers, my sisters, there is a city in every century that writes letters like those, that pledges in the summer what it will deny in the autumn, that signs its name with conviction and erases it with fear. I was not there, but I remember the letters. I remember every one of them. My forefather Hussein, peace and blessings be upon him, read the letters. Bag after bag, messenger after messenger. 18,000 names in some of the narrations, 18,000 hands reaching toward Mecca. He did not go himself, not yet. He sent a man, his cousin. Muslim, the son of Aqil, peace and blessings be upon him. The nephew of my forefather Ali, a quiet man, not a general, not a politician, an ambassador. He sent him with a letter of his own, and the letter said, "Go to Kufa, see the people, take their pledge, and if their word is their word, send me word and I will come." Muslim took the letter. He kissed the hand of my forefather and he rode. He came into Kufa, and he was given shelter in the house of a man named Mukhtar, and the people of the city came to him there. They came in their hundreds and then in their thousands. The houses opened, the hands opened, the mouths opened with pledges, and the pledges were warm and the pledges were many. 18,000 men placed their hands in the hand of Muslim and said, "We pledge our loyalty to the grandson of the messenger. Tell Hussein to come. We are ready. We will not let him down." And Muslim believed them. Not because he was a fool, but because what man, standing in a city of open doors with 18,000 hands in his, would believe otherwise? He wrote to my forefather, "Come, the people are with you, come." Then word rode in from the north. A new governor was coming to Kufa. His name was Ubaidullah, the son of Ziyad. But hear how he came. He did not come openly. He did not ride in beneath his own banner. He came veiled, his face covered against the dust, and over his shoulders the green of the household of the messenger. And the people of Kufa, who were watching every road for the grandson of their prophet, saw a rider coming green with his face wrapped. And they ran to him. They ran to him and they took his hand and they kissed it and they wept and they cried out, "Welcome, O son of the messenger, welcome. We have waited for you." And the man behind the veil said nothing. He let them weep and he watched. He watched a whole city pour out its love at his feet, love that was not for him. And he learned in that 1 hour on the road exactly how much Kufa loved Hussein. And a man who knows exactly how much a city loves knows exactly where to set the knife. He uncovered his face inside the palace. There was an old governor in Kufa then, Numan, the son of Bashir, an old man and a weak man, but a believing man who had not wished to spill blood. Ubaydullah set him aside as easily as setting down a cup, and he took the city. And the fear came. It came so fast that of the 18,000, 8,000 fell silent. Before Ubaydullah had drawn a single sword, 8,000 pledges undone by the sight of a ruse on a road. And Muslim, peace and blessings be upon him, left the house of Mukhtar, for the weather had changed, and an open house was no longer a safe house, and went to the house of Hani, the son of Urwa. Hani, the son of Urwa, peace and blessings be upon him. An old man, an honored man, the chief of the tribe of Madhij, one of the great tribes of Kufa. And his house was a strong house because his tribe was a strong tribe. This is why Muslim went to him. And this is why Ubaydullah could not simply send soldiers to Hani's door. Because if the governor's men forced the door of the chief of Madhij, the tribe of Madhij would come into the streets with their swords. And not even a governor wants a tribe at war with him inside his own city. So Ubaydullah could not take Muslim by force. He would have to take him by cunning. And before the cunning could even begin, he needed one thing. He needed to be certain. He needed proof. Proof that Muslim was sheltering beneath the roof of Hani. Ubaydullah had a man. His name was Maqil. He dressed him as a stranger from the villages, and he filled his hands with silver, and he sent him into Kufa with a story. And the story was love. Maqil went among the believers, the loyal few who had not yet been frightened into silence, and he said, I have come from my village. We have heard the grandson of the messenger is coming. We love him. Take me to his ambassador. We wish to give what little we have. And the believers, who had no reason on earth to doubt a man whose eyes were wet for Hussein, took him by the hand through the streets to a house and into the room where Muslims sat. And Maqil placed in Muslim's hands a purse, 3,000 dirhams, exactly 3,000. And Muslim, peace and blessings be upon him, looked at the purse and he asked a quiet question. Why is the sum so exact? Who sat and counted this? And the spy's heart stopped, for a spy's story must have an answer for every question. And Maqil thought fast and he said, The village gathered 2,743, the rest I added myself, from the money I had been saving to make the pilgrimage. And Muslim believed him. Why would he not? It was a small, exact, humble lie with a pilgrimage folded inside it. And Maqil walked out of that house carrying the one thing he had been sent to carry. He now knew that Muslim was in the house of Hani. He went to the palace and he told Ubaydullah. Now Ubaydullah had his proof, and now the cunning began. I will visit Hani, he said. He is unwell, I will go to him as a friend. Hani sent word that he was too sick to receive anyone. Ubaydullah insisted, and Hani, cornered, agreed. And then Hani turned to Muslim, and Hani said, This is the hour. He will come into this house, he will come into this room, he will be a guest, and he will be unarmed, and he will sit at the side of a sick man's bed, hide in the side room. When I call for water, that is the sign. come out behind him and end the danger to Hussein before it has begun. And Muslim agreed. The danger was real, the man was Ubaidullah. It seemed the only way. The hour came. Hani lay in the bed, his sickness real and the stillness of it a performance. Muslim stood in the dark of the side room, his hand on his sword. And while the voice of the governor filled the house, Muslim, the son of Akil, peace and blessings be upon him, began, in that small dark room, to think. He thought, this man is a guest. He has come unarmed to the bedside of a sick man. And I am to come out of the dark behind his back and strike him down before he can turn. He thought, this is not the way of my uncle, the messenger of God. This is not the way of Ali. This is not the way of my master Hussein. And then, my beloved, in that room, Muslim remembered Abel. I brought you to Abel on the first of these nights, the first witness. And you remember what Abel said to the brother who raised a hand against him. If you reach out your hand to kill me, I will not reach out my hand to kill you. Abel would not let the first murder of the world begin with his hand. In a side room in Kufa 14 centuries later, the cousin of my forefather remembered the first of the witnesses. And Hani called out for water, the sign, and Muslim did not move. He did not come out of the dark, he did not raise his hand. He let the sign pass into silence. And the governor lived. And the one chance, the only chance some will always say was gone. And Muslim went down onto the floor of that side room into prostration. And he wept, and he thanked his Lord. He thanked him that his hand had been held, that he had not carried the covenant of Hussein into a room and walked it back out as the covenant of an assassin. Hear me, and hear me carefully. The witness will defend himself. Before this night is over, you will see Muslim fight like a lion. But the witness will not become the hidden hand in the dark. He will not strike the guest. He will not let the faith of Hussein be the thing that kills first and kills by stealth. That is the whole of the faith. That is the line between the Shahada and its counterfeit. And Muslim, on the floor of a side room, with the sign still hanging in the air, chose the Shahada. Ubaidullah left that house alive and uneasy. He had felt something in those walls, he could not prove it. But he wanted Hani out of that house now, away from the tribe that would gather around him. So he came back, not as an enemy, as a friend. You are unwell, Hani. The physicians of the palace are the finest in Kufa. Come, let me care for you. Hani knew his household knew they protested. But a governor who insists with a smile is not refused twice. They took Hani, the son of Urwa, peace and blessings be upon him, to the palace. Gently, with no chains, with the soft words of a friend, and the gates closed behind him. And he was not seen again. A day, 2 days, his household sent for word and received none. And the tribe of Madhij is not a tribe that loses its chief in silence. The men came. They came to the palace with their swords in their hands, and they stood beneath the walls, and they said, "Bring out Hani, or we will bring him out ourselves." And Ubaidullah, inside those walls, was afraid, for a tribe at the gate is a thing that even a governor fears. So he reached for the cheapest weapon he owned. He sent for the judge. There was a judge in Kufa. His name was Shurey. He was the man the whole city trusted, the one whose words settled the quarrels of the believers, the one the people believed. And he was also a man who could be moved not by argument, but by silver and by the fear of losing his place. They took Shure in to see Hani, and Shure saw him. Shure saw a man in a dungeon, beaten, his face broken. And Hani called out to the judge, Tell my people what your eyes have seen." And Shure came out onto the high balcony above the swords of Madij. And the judge that all of Kufa trusted lifted his voice over the crowd and said, "I have seen Hani. He is alive, he is well, he is being cared for. Go home." And they went home. The word of one trusted man, spoken from a high place, turned an armed tribe around and sent it back to its houses and left its own chief in the dark. And in that dark, Ubaydullah did what he had always meant to do. Hani, the son of Urwa, peace and blessings be upon him, the man who would not surrender his guest, was killed for keeping a door shut. The first of the witnesses of this epic, before Karbala, before the plain, before the tents, before the river, the chief of Madij, killed in a cell because a judge lied from a balcony, and a city believed him. Word reached Muslim. Hani is taken, Hani is dead. And Muslim rose. He could wait no longer. He called Kufa to rise with him. And Kufa came at first. They came in their thousands, and he turned toward the palace at the head of them. But the men of Ubaydullah moved through that crowd the way fear moves through a crowd. A whisper at this man's ear, a threat in that man's hearing. A father quietly told what would become of his sons, and the thousands began to thin. Muslim went into the mosque of Kufa to pray. The mosque was full behind him, hundreds, perhaps 1,000. He stood to lead them in the Maghrib prayer, the prayer of the setting sun, and he prayed it as the last light went out of the sky. And when he had finished, and he turned to face the people he had been praying before, there were perhaps 100, perhaps fewer. The rest had risen up from the prayer in the dark and walked out. And Muslim walked out after them. Out of the mosque of Kufa, the same mosque where my forefather Ali, peace and blessings be upon him, had been struck down at his own prayer. And as he walked, even the 100 melted away into 50, into 10, into none. Within the space of minutes, the ambassador of the grandson of the messenger of God was alone, in the dark, in a city he did not know, knocking on doors that would not open. There was a house at the far edge of Kufa, and Muslim, with nowhere left in all the city, sat down in the dark beside its wall. And a woman came out. Her name was Toa. She was a believing woman. He asked her only for water. She brought it. And as he drank, she looked at him, and she asked him, "Who are you?" And he said, "I am Muslim." And she understood. You are the ambassador of my master Hussein." And she asked him what he was doing, sitting in the open street of Kufa in the dark of the night. "Do you not know what they say of this city? That Kufa kills its strangers. You cannot sit here in the open." And Muslim smiled, a tired, sad smile, and he said, "I have nowhere. The people have abandoned me. Give me shelter for one night, only one. And at the first light I will go. because my master Hussein must be told the truth of this city, that its pledge was a pledge of the tongue and the tongue alone. And Tar was afraid. She had a son. His name was Bilal, a young man who loved money, who gambled it and chased it. And Tar knew that the governor had set a price on the head of Muslim. But Tar knew her duty better than she knew her fear. She looked into her son's room. He was asleep. And she brought Muslim quietly into her house and gave him a place in the basement to pray and to rest. She did not know that her son was not asleep, that Bilal had watched his mother through half-closed eyes, that he had seen everything. Tawa rose for the dawn prayer, and her son was gone. Bilal, who never rose before midday, was gone before the Fajr. He had waited for his mother to sleep, and then he had walked through the dark to the palace of Ubaidullah, and he had sold the ambassador of Hussein for the promise of gold. I know where Muslim is. He is in my mother's house in the basement. And Muslim, at his prayer in that basement, heard his hostess say that her son had risen and gone out before the dawn, and Muslim knew. He knew exactly what it meant. He did not run. There was nowhere to run. He put on his helmet, he took up his sword, and he asked Tawa for her forgiveness, for the harm that was about to come to her house because she had been kind to a stranger. They came after the dawn prayer, the men of Ubaidullah. They called over the wall, "Come out, Muslim, come out, and you will be safe, only come out." And Muslim said, "I will not come to you willingly." So they climbed the walls, they threw fire down into the courtyard, they threw stones. They came down into that narrow space with their blades. And Muslim, the son of Akil, the nephew of Ali, peace and blessings be upon him, fought them the way the blood of Ali fights. He fought like a lion in a small courtyard. But a lion against 100 is still one man against 100. And in the end they took him, wounded, ringed, overcome, and they dragged him through the streets to the palace. They brought him before Ubaidullah, and Ubaidullah asked him, almost lightly, whether he had any last words before he was put to death. And Muslim, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Yes, 2 things. I am thirsty, I would like water, and I would like to entrust my will to one of these men." And Ubaidullah told his guards to fetch the vessel that the dogs and the animals were watered from, and to give Muslim his water in that. And he told Umar, the son of Sa'ad, to step forward and take the will of the dying man. Umar was reluctant. Ubaidullah pressed him. "It is a trust between you and him. To betray a man's last will is a dishonor even you would not carry." And Muslim said to Umar, "I have debts in this city. Sell my armor and my sword and discharge them, and send word to my master Hussein, tell him not to come to Kufa." Then the guard brought the vessel of water, and as Muslim lifted it to drink, the blood from his wounds fell into the cup, and blood in a small vessel makes the water unfit to drink. And Ubaidullah laughed. He laughed and he said, "Even God will not let you drink. You will die thirsty, Muslim." And Muslim looked at him and he said, "It is no surprise from a man like you to have no honor, to murder your guest and leave him thirsty. This is your nature, Ubaidullah. This is simply what you are." and Ubaidullah's face went dark with it. "I will kill you," he said, "in a way no man has been killed before." And he gave his order. "Take him to the roof of the palace, throw him from the high wall, and when he falls, tie him behind a horse and drag him through every street of Kufa." And Muslim, peace and blessings be upon him, heard the sentence, and he smiled, because he knew now that this was the road, and he asked only one thing of his Lord, that his witness be accepted. They took him up to the roof, and Muslim stood at the high wall, and he turned, and he looked out away from Kufa toward the place where he knew his master was, toward Karbala. And he said it once more, to no soldier, to no governor. He said it into the wind, for the wind to carry where no messenger now could go. "My master Hussein, do not come here. The people of Kufa are not loyal." The guard checked the binding on his hands. The guard checked the binding on his feet. And Muslim, the son of Akil, thanked his God for the honor of it. And he was thrown from the wall. He fell. And when he had fallen, the men of Ubaidullah tied his body behind a horse and dragged it through the streets of Kufa. The streets he had walked as a guest, past the doors he had knocked upon, so that the whole city would see, and the whole city would be afraid. But there were two men who were not in Kufa to see it. Two men of the loyal few, not of the household, but faithful. Muslim, the son of Al-Sajah, and Habib, the son of Muzahir. They had gone out into the country around Kufa to speak to the tribes, to gather what help could still be gathered. And when they returned and learned that the ambassador was dead, they knew one thing only, that my forefather Hussein had to be reached and warned and stood beside. Every road out of Kufa was watched and closed. So they went out the one way that was left, along the water by a hidden and a dangerous path. And they slipped out of the city of broken promises, and they turned their faces toward Karbala. The news had left Kufa. My brothers, my sisters, Muslim, the son of Akil, teaches the hardest lessons of this whole session. The first lesson is this: you can say yes, and the world can still say no back to you. You can carry the covenant into a city, and the city can break every promise it ever made. You can knock on 1,000 doors and watch every one of them close. The witness does not guarantee that the city will keep its word. It guarantees only one thing, that the one who carries it has not changed. The 18,000 changed, Muslim did not. That is the shahada of the tongue and the shahada of the life. The tongue says the word and takes it back when the word grows expensive. The life holds the covenant until the covenant takes the life. But there is a second lesson, and it is deeper, and I do not want you to leave tonight without it. In a side room in the House of Honey, Muslim was handed away to win one blow, one unguarded back, and the danger to Hussein would have ended that night, and he would not. Not because he could not fight, you saw him fight, but because he would not let the witness become the assassin. He would not let the covenant of Hussein arrive in a room and leave it as a murder. He did, in that side room, what Abel did in that field. He kept his own hand from rising. Hear it clearly. The witness defends. The witness does not betray. The witness will give his life, but he will not take one by stealth, by treachery, behind a guest's turned back. The faith fetters that hand. Muslim could have been the hidden knife. He chose instead to be the lamp. And tonight, on the 4th of Muharram, We send our peace to a young man who walked into a city of broken promises, refused the one shortcut that would have saved him, and carried the covenant, whole and clean, all the way to a rooftop. Peace be upon you, O Muslim, the son of Aqil. Peace and blessings be upon you. The ambassador, the cousin, the nephew of Ali, the first of the caravan to fall. You carried the covenant into Kufa, and you carried it out again unbroken onto a rooftop. You were offered a way to win by treachery, and you chose to lose by faith. And so you did not lose at all. Peace be upon you, O Hani, the son of Urwa. Peace and blessings be upon you. Chief of Madhij, who would not give up your guest, who was taken with the soft words of a friend and killed in the dark because a judge lied above your tribe's heads. You kept the door shut. You paid for it everything a man can pay. Peace be upon you, O Toa. Peace and blessings be upon you, who opened one door in a city of 10,000 closed ones. You were afraid and you sheltered him anyway. The tradition has forgotten the names of the 18,000 who pledged. It has remembered the name of the one woman who kept her word. Peace be upon you, O my forefather Hussein. Peace and blessings be upon him, who would receive the message from the rooftop. Do not come. Kufa is not what it promised to be, and would come anyway. Because the covenant was never with Kufa. The covenant was with God, and that covenant does not change because a city has changed. Peace be upon the commanders of the caravan of our own age, Soleimani, Mughniya, Muhandis, Nasrallah. Peace and blessings be upon them all, who carried the message into cities of broken promises in their own centuries and met the same closed doors and did not turn back. Peace be upon every man and woman who has ever carried the truth into a place that did not want it and stayed, and was broken for staying, and did not change, and did not strike by stealth. And may the distance of God's mercy, the long, eternal, unappealable distance, fall upon Ubaidullah, the son of Ziyad, who watered a thirsty man from the vessel of dogs. Upon Maqil, who folded a lie around a pilgrimage and sold a frightened city's last loyalty for his master's silver. Upon Shurey, the trusted judge, who looked upon a beaten man and lied from a high balcony, who learned that night the price of a tongue that says what power has paid it to say. Upon Bailal, who sold his own mother's guest for the promise of gold. And upon every hand in every century since that has closed the door when the ambassador knocked, or written a letter of welcome in the summer, that it would burn in the autumn. I was not there, but I remember. I remember a young man in a side room, choosing the harder road with the sign still hanging in the air. I remember a judge on a balcony and a tribe walking home. I remember a cup of water with blood in it and a laugh. I remember a name whispered off a rooftop toward Karbala into the wind. And I remain behind the veils until the permission is given and the hearts are ready and the 313 have gathered at the threshold. Until then, sleep with the taper still lit. Remember the ambassador. Remember that the witness does not need the city to keep its word. The witness needs only to keep his own. And remember that there is a hand the believer will not raise, even to win. Tomorrow night we hear of another man commander of the enemy, who closed his door first and then opened it. Tonight, sleep. Where is your brother? Where is your brother?